The royal family could have done more to ensure Prince Harry and Meghan Markle remained active members of the firm, a royal correspondent claimed. The royal family could have handled Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to step back from their royal roles differently, according to commentator Peter Hunt. The Duke of Sussex was reportedly cut off financially and Prince Charles stopped taking his son's calls, Prince Harry claimed in his Oprah Winfrey interview. Mr. Hunt argued Meghan and Harry's departure created a binary split between supporters of the Sussexes and other members of the royal family. Speaking to LBC, Mr. Hunt said, "Either you are pro-Harry or pro-William and there doesn't seem to be much room where you could navigate a path through whereby you can accept there may have been fault on both sides, where they could have reached different accommodation. And I do think history will judge that the institution could have done more not to jettison them in the way that they are now jettisoned." Host Eddie Mayer asked, "Sometimes when regular families have a dispute between siblings, it's been forced to a parent to heal the wounds or knocks heads together, whatever's required. I wonder Prince Charles' possible role?" Mr. Hunt replied, "I don't think he has one at the moment. I think that's part of the tragedy. As you rightly say, lots of family go through this, they just don't have the misfortune of going through it discussed by people like you and I in detail and in many other places, but I do think he does have a role and I think it's clear he has a pretty bad split between him and his son Harry." Harry's upcoming memoir has also been tipped to cause potential new problems for the royal family and cause further tension with the Prince of Wales. A royal insider said, "There is a feeling among some of his long-term friends that Harry's outbursts, whether deliberate or unintentional, are chipping away at the prince's authority. This matters, as the day he becomes king is now no longer somewhere over the horizon. Charles himself is desperate not to exacerbate matters and, as always in matters concerning his children, is determined to avoid any confrontation. He has been hurt by some of the things that have occurred, but it's also fair to say he has also been baffled too." Speculation about Prince Harry's relationship with Prince Charles arose after the Duke of Sussex claimed his father had not been responding to his calls since his departure from the royal family in March 2020. The Duke of Sussex also claimed on the chat show that he had been cut off financially from the firm. Record released after the interview however showed Prince Charles had given the couple £2 million at the end of the financial year 2020 to 2021. A source close to the Prince of Wales said, he was aggrieved by the idea that he was some kind of tightwad. Not only had he paid a huge amount for the cost of the wedding, he also had provided the couple with a substantial sum of money to help them become financially independent. Prince William and Prince Harry's deep rift accelerated by Meghan Markle, according to expert. Hunt confirmed, "The rift is deep. I think, in part, it started because Harry was beginning to get restless anyway and has really struggled with his position within the institution. Meghan also played a role, according to Hunt. It was accelerated and ignited by his marriage to Meghan and how she fitted into the family and what she wanted out of the family and the role she wanted that didn't necessarily align with where the family saw her," he explained. In hindsight, Hunt said, "It was just an inevitable collision when you look at it now. So her coming in and wanting a role that the institution wasn't prepared to give her I think further created the problem in that relationship."